Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your Shauna. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. As you know, we've been phasing through this particular series about atheism, and it's pretty much a challenge to everyone, right? Not just ourselves. It's a challenge to people who believe that there is no God at all, and for people who want to learn more about the Most High and really just get in tune with the Creator and expand, right, on what it is that they already know. So I got the download today to go into herbs, and this really makes sense because this would be another good way to get atheists to really see that there is a creator who has our best interests at heart, right? Now, I know you can't believe that a human created all these different natural remedies, right, that can help us and heal us. There's a lot of different remedies, natural ways that people have been using for centuries and ages, right? So I just wanted to go over this and discuss some of them a little bit. First of all, I'm gonna say this: I don't have anything against medicine or doctors or anything like that, and I do go to the doctor, but I do believe that the Most High has given us natural medicine to avoid us from racking up all these bills and just having our immune systems compromised by synthesized drugs, right? I'm gonna say this first. I do drink black seed oil. Black seed oil to me is at the top of the list. It is very popular in several conscious communities, and it's been said to cure everything but death, right? I'll take it. It's effective. It's worked for me for a long time. I've been drinking it for a while, okay? I'd also say oregano oil. Oregano oil is pretty good, more than good. Be careful with it, and I'm gonna say this also: before you consume anything, I'm not a doctor. This is just for me to give you this information because it's useful, because of everything that's been going on for the past 3 years, where our immune systems, particularly our respiratory systems, can become compromised at any minute, right? So let's just keep that in mind. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not telling you to avoid the doctor. I'm just giving you some tips to keep you from being in and out of the doctor, okay? Now, I name 2 that I use on a daily, okay? Now, if you don't have access to like a health food store, and you don't have access to getting teas, and you can get oils, if you don't have a diffuser, you can just simply get a pot of water, a really big pot of water, boil it, and put these oils in it, okay? Peppermint, lavender, eucalyptus, and tea tree, okay? Peppermint is antiseptic, antimicrobial. It has menthol, which relaxes the muscles in your airways, which makes it easier for oxygen to come in and out of, okay? Lavender, it lowers your cortisol levels, so this overall is for your health, your immune system. It's antioxidant, and what's important with this is once it lowers your cortisol levels, that's related to your stress, okay? Really, really good stuff. Whether you have like tea, you could have tea bags, or you have like the oil where you can actually burn it, okay? Eucalyptus is good for fevers. And I'm going to say this. Eucalyptus is really good to burn also. And like a diffuser, it acts as an expectorant, which means it removes mucus and cough, okay? And it removes congestion. Osha root is also good for your lungs. It's good for symptoms related to bronchitis and a cold, and antihistamine, and it's good for your sinuses, and it's great for oxygenation. Then we have ginseng. Now, there's a few roots that's really popular, that's become popular, like ginseng, elderberry, hibiscus, sea moss, soursop. A lot of people use these things, but again, it's important to do research because it's not good for everything to be mixed together, and you have to know what works good for your system, okay? Now, ginseng is also good for all of your organs and your overall immune system. It's anti-inflammatory. Then we have the bergamot. The bergamot comes from the citrus tree. It's antiseptic, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory, and it's really good for stress and anxiety. And of course, like I said, there's all types of ways to heal your body. If you feel this is unnecessary, you can always rest. You can always exercise, and you can always fast. There's different types of fasting. We've went over this a few segments ago, probably last year. With the different types of fast. You can do a dry fast, a wet fast, intermediate fasting. You have the different types of fast in the Bible. You have the Esther fast, where it's a 3-day fast of no food, no drink at all. You have the Daniel fast, it's just fruits and vegetables. So it's different ways to, heal your body. You don't have to always spend money, right? Now, a lot of people believe that going to the doctor and having these prescriptions written for them is like the end all be all. Again, I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying there's always another option. You don't have to go back and forth to see a doctor. You can always go out into nature and find ways to heal. And this was what I wanted to pose to the people who are atheists. Is there a way that you can possibly see natural remedies as a way of God saying, I'm here to take care of you. I'll take care of you. Because we as humans, we didn't make this stuff up, right? So you have to think this is nature. This is not what man did. This is what the Creator did, okay? Just a little food for thought, okay? Now, you also have goatweed, bladderwhack, sarsaparilla, the lemon root, neem tree, tamarind. These are all different herbs that I'm just throwing out there for everyone to look into, see what it is that you have going on, look up these different roots and see what they're useful for, see what the benefits are, and just try them out. I would never tell anyone not to take vitamins, but I don't take vitamins mainly because they're synthesized, they're synthetic. So I'm not going to suggest, or recommend something that I don't do myself. But I do know people who, they take vitamins and they appear to be effective. So again, to each his tea. It's reactive to gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. It's really good for respiratory, and it's antibacterial. Then we have the horehound. This is from the mint tree, just like peppermint. This is what's mainly found in cough drops. A lot of people use the horehound to like make their own remedies and concoctions at home. So you'll find this in like cough drops, cough syrups. It's really good for congestion. So some people take the horehound, they mix it with alcohol and honey, and then have just like a homemade remedy as opposed to buying store or factory made medicine, right? Now if you go back to the beginning, remember we had this conversation. It was really, really far back in the beginning of the podcast when we discussed the different natural things that can be synthesized. So yeah, even like tea bags can be synthesized, but it's still a little bit better than taking things in the pill form. So that's another reason why I thought this was important. They do have synthesized versions, and even like cannabis, right? The THC is good for relaxing your muscles, and it's good for stress, and it's good for pain relief, and it's good for fighting off cancer cells. And this goes back to just the different religions that practice certain things that we may believe to be taboo or odd, but it works for them. And I would like to say that not all Rastas smoke or use THC, right? And then even in some cultures, like Morocco was one main place, and I'm not saying they don't smoke THC in Morocco, but they boil it and they drink it, right? This is another way to consume the same plant. And this just goes back to the different cultures, different religious groups, different traditions and customs. Even when you go over to like certain Mediterranean places where they consume synthesized versions of natural things that come from humans, like DMT. I mean, this is for another segment, and we did have this conversation, but we never went into detail, and we never had the discussion of the medicinal purposes for these human extracted meds, right? Because a lot of people forget that we have THC in our bodies naturally. They're called cannabinoids, right? And this is what the THC from the plant binds to in our body. So again, we're just having a conversation. I'm not telling anyone what to use or how to use. I'm just saying that there are natural ways that God gave us outside of ourselves to heal. Okay? So just look into these things. Make sure, you are aware that a lot of these things cannot be mixed together, so you have to really be careful. I will consult with, do your own research first, and also consult with, whoever you're going to be purchasing these things from. If they don't appear to have a lot of information, I wouldn't even buy anything from them, okay? But I'm going to leave it here. Hope you guys had a good day, and I hope you drink your water, eat your fruit and your vegetables, and mind your business.